unedited and unrehearsed. I try to give you a very, like for a weekend night when you have a small group of friends. Hey, I'm doing the Matrix. It's a new season here on Cooking in the Raw. I'm your host, Lars Shelby, aka Shell, and we are about to cook. I'm very excited for the new format. Lots of things going on here at the Cooking in the Raw channel. You can find me and watch more videos on Cooking in the Raw. That's on YouTube. That's the channel. So today, we're going to finish out the summer as we slowly begin to transition into fall. And we're going to start this off with the end of the season with a little bit of tomato, a little bit of watermelon. So we're going to do this with a salad. Here we go. So I got a bunch of different tomatoes here, ingredients. Got some onion, got some garlic. So there's red onion and white onion, some garlic, some spinach, some watermelon. Have you had your watermelon yet this summer? Because I have. And I have some golden delicious sweet tomatoes here and some red tomatoes. You know, I think you'll call these baby beef sticks. You know, the beef stick tomatoes, but pretty small now. The season here has been in Wisconsin has been pretty slow, pretty mellow. Well, let's get this started here. I'm going to slice up some tomatoes and get them in a bowl. So very simple salad, end of the season type of a salad. You know, oftentimes we get all these ingredients left over. You know, the season has come through and we're rushing through. What am I going to do with all these ingredients? You know, it's the end of the season, fall's coming. You know, I got a bunch of tomatoes that I already have frozen in the freezer. You know, so I'm ready for the fall and for the winter. You know, I'm always going to be ready to make Shell's famous bolognese. Did that sound Italian? Bolognese. Alright, so a bunch of tomatoes going in here. I got a staff to feed. They're always hungry. They're my testers. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Woo, we're doing super.
They are a little, how can we say?
Hungry?
Hungry here. Alright, so cut up some of the red tomatoes. Not going to take very much. We do nice little simple incisions. You know, very nice. We're going to add color and add nice flavor to the tomato here. Cut in nice little bitty dice. And that's so wow, look at the meat here. Nice and fleshy. That's going to be very delicious. You know, for some salads here, you want to have a tomato that's nice and meaty. And this one here hits the bill. So we cut out that core a little bit. I don't de-seed my tomatoes. I find no problem with the seeds in my tomatoes. Get that nice simple dice. Now it doesn't have to be overly pretty, but do your best to make it even. The rule of thumb is when you're making a dish where the ingredients can be seen, make sure it's nice and pretty and even. So I try to do that on occasions. But if it's going to be a dish in which the ingredients are going to be cooked down, just go for it. And the end result is a good, clean, tasty dish. Now, I don't mind the skin on my tomatoes, although some people may mind the skin on tomatoes. So we'll get that into the bowl. Look at that, just the colors already. It's just saying, summertime, summertime, don't go away, don't go away. All right. So now comes the time where we flavor this up. Let's wipe off my board here. We start to flavor this up, you know, with our other ingredients. All right, so we got some onion, some white onion, and we had some garlic. I'm going to get a little bit of garlic here first, get that started. Crash, smash, bam, boom. You know, I need sound effects, you know, like you had in Batman, the Batman movies. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Pow! Pow, pang, poo. All right, let's crush that some more here. Now, we're going to mince the garlic. So it's okay if you put a nice little crush on it. I'm going to set that to the side and I'm going to thinly slice my onion here. So thinly sliced. I mean, the dish isn't about the onion, even though we want the onion flavor. Now, if you can see that, check that out. Nice and thin, paper thin as we go through. Nice and thin here. All right, just enough to add flavor. And I'm going to do two kinds of onion. I'm going to do the white onion, and then I'm going to do some thin slices of the red. That's one. And then one more. And that's two. Now add a little bit of the garlic here. Chop that up nice. Now I know that the crew, they dig on some garlic here, you know, but I'm not going to do too much garlic in this dish because I don't want the garlic to overpower the dish. I mean, this is in essence a fruit dish. You know, something you do with leftover tomatoes into the season and some melons. You can mix this with honeydew melon, different types of cantaloupe melon, you know, because that brings the natural sweetness and makes it very refreshing. You know, make sure you have your ingredients chilled and ready to go, which is what I did earlier. They're chilled and ready to go. Chop, chop, chop. Nice and minced. Now, what I like to do with my garlic, so you won't have, you know, big garlic pieces when you begin to bite, I like to smash them after I get them nice and minced. So now that's going to blend very well. See that what I mean here? Now you don't have the big chunks in your dish. That goes in. All the flavor, all the juices. Oh, that's going to be great. Now for the melon. Let's get a little paper towel here. Wipe off some of this garlic. And now for the melon. We'll take a little bit of our melon here. Now, I didn't want to go through the process and actually cut the melon, so I pre-cut the melon early. All right, I confess, I was snacking before the show began. So I'm going to cut the melon in nice little dice, simple dice, just like I did with the tomato. Easy, easy, you can't go wrong with that. Nice colors. Wow, that's nice and cold, that's going to be delicious. Let's do another piece here. How easy is that? Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now what should I do? Cucumbers. Whoa. How about just a little bit of cucumbers? All right. I mean, this is all about summer. That's a nice looking cucumber. And I want to say this, that all the vegetables I'm using today come from my CSA. Yes, I belong to a CSA. CS Rob belongs to a CSA. That's Restoration Farm CSA, local here. So cut off some nice slices of the cucumber here. Actually, I am going to cut this end off. And I think I'm going to dice this. So that piece is going to be for me. Oh, there's nothing like fresh, seasonal fruits and veggies. So we'll cut that up. Oh, that tastes so good. Nice little dice. I don't mind the skin. There's a lot of nutrients in the skin. And this is growing out any pesticides, any sprays, so it makes it all the better. It doesn't take a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Another dice on this one. Very quick salad. Something you can put together if you got guests coming over and you just want to wow them with something. Then you top this with some simple slices of bread and some cheese, and there is your feast for you and your guests. Chop, 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 in, beautiful color. I'll save that for me to snack later. Then I'm going to take some spinach, you know, for a little bit of green, a little bit of sweet and pungent flavor here. Spinach leaves, and I'm going to do what's called a chiffonade. So I'm trying to get all of them in the same direction here. All right, and then after we have them nice and stacked, so another way so you can see. Then I'm going to roll, just like rolling a cigar. Okay, and then nice little thin shavings. Look at that. And that's going to add color and another additional texture. Look at there. It's almost like using basil. We could have used basil in the dish. We could have used oregano in the dish. That would have worked well. All right, so there's a little bit of spinach for color. And get the moisture out of my hands here so we can throw on some salt. A couple of grinds of pepper. A couple of pinches of salt. Alright, get a spoon and then for the toss. Doesn't that just look great? Now, so you're saying, Shell, what about maybe a vinegar red or maybe some balsamic vinegar or any kind of vinegar? Well, that's coming too. But see, I'm going to do something different with that. Alright, right now I just want all the natural flavors of the fruits. The tomato, the little bit of onion, this cucumber to just come through. Now, this goes on the plate. Doesn't that just look great? Doesn't that just look
Smells
beautiful?
delicious.
Oh man, that is just fantastic. Now tell me, isn't that a nice feast for your party? Very simple, very easy to do. Now, let's cap it off here. A drizzling, move this over to the side. A drizzling of extra virgin olive oil. A little bit of that. And now, for a drizzling of the balsamic vinegar. Now, this vinegar here is aged. It was already aged, so it's nice and thick and rich. And then I just let it sit in a dark place in my cupboard to let it just continue to thick. Now look how slow that comes out. Look at that. Nice and syrupy. Can't go wrong with that. Beautiful. Adds nice color and texture to the plate. Alright, let's get a fork.
You know, it looks beautiful, Shell. But what
Thank
does
you.
it taste like?
What does it taste like? Well, here we go. I guess I'm going to be the first taster.
You are.
Alright, so make sure you get a little bit of everything. We have some vinegar here. I'm going to put on, make sure I get some cucumber. The onion and the garlic is just throughout. And here we go. Oh yeah, very clean, very refreshing, very simple dish, very bright, very fresh. So to find out more or to watch more of my cooking videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, that's Cooking in the Raw on YouTube, is the name of the channel. Connect with me on Facebook, that's Cooking in the Raw Magazine. Visit the website, that's cookingintheraw.net, to keep in touch with me and find out what's going on and where I'll be next. I'm going to see you next time on Cooking in the Raw. Let's enjoy this salad, guys. Here you go, Jackie.
Woo! Thank you.
Bye.